Hey everybody, this is Cody from Appalachian Ultralight, and I'm here to give you an overview of all the backpacks we're selling in 2018. Now first of all, we can talk about volume. These three over here are 45 liters as you see them, although we do offer them in 35-liter versions. These 35-liter versions have exactly the same feature set, just a smaller interior volume. And over here on this side, we have our balloon pack, which comes in at 35 liters, and here we have our daytripper pack, which comes in at 20 liters. Now torso length. These three over here all come with custom torso length. You measure your own torso and you provide that measurement to us so we can make a backpack that fits you perfect. These two over here are hip belt free models. No hip belt on either of these packs. So the torso length is set at 18 inches. The fact that it's hip belt free means that the 18-inch torso length should fit just about anybody. Now as far as color goes, these four backpacks are offered in 4 different color options. You can see all of those on our website. We have clear DCF and blue DCF, which are our lighter pack options. And then we have white hybrid, which is what you see here, and black hybrid, which is an all-black backpack. Those are a little bit heavier, but they're also more durable and most importantly have higher abrasion resistance than the normal DCF. The balloon is the only pack that comes in clear DCF only. This is our stripped down pack. We did everything we could to make sure that it's as light as possible, and it's really for those who are looking for an ultralight or super ultralight backpack. Now things that they have in common. All these backpacks are top to bottom DCF, Dyneema composite fabric, also known as Cuban fiber. All these backpacks utilize a wide 3-inch shoulder strap. Now, the wide shoulder strap helps spread the weight of your load across a wider part of your shoulder. This helps increase comfort as compared to a narrower shoulder strap. All backpacks are 100% seam taped, so anywhere where there's a stitch, normally that's a weak spot for moisture to enter your backpack, but on the underside, we put Cuban tape along every one of these stitches to ensure that no water makes it into your backpack. Another change for 2018 is we switched from using nylon and polyester flat webbing to Ripstop by the Rolls Venom UHM WPE fiber webbing. That's a lot of letters, but really all it means is it's a non-branded form of Dyneema. So the same stuff that goes through the fabric of these backpacks that provides the ripstop quality is woven into a flat webbing that's stronger and lighter than any nylon or polyester webbing on the market. Also, a sternum strap is included in every single one of these backpacks. Now let me go through the backpacks individually and tell you how they're different. I'll start over here with our backpacking packs. This here is the thruhikers pack. Now, this is the 3rd or 4th version of this backpack that we've ever made. It was the first backpack we ever made as Appalachian Ultralight, and so it's had the most time for us to refine the features and bring it down to just exactly what you need and nothing more. Along with that, of course, is the waterproof interior as provided by the taped seams that I mentioned earlier. Also it has a 2-tier back panel. Right here we have a mesh pocket. It's a fairly large mesh pocket. Most of the stuff you're going to want during the day you can put in there and grab it out of there very easily without going into the interior of your backpack. Now below that we have 3 shock straps, all independently set up. So each one of these uses reflective shock cord going into a micro line lock. In here you can put a bulky item or perhaps a wet item that you want to dry out while you're hiking during the day without stopping to hang it up on a tree. In addition to that, we have side water bottle pockets right here, also Cuban fiber. And on this side here, we have another shock strap. And what you can do with that is, say you're climbing up rocks, it's a little steep, you need to use all 4 of your appendages to climb. You can put your trekking pole inside the water bottle pocket and then strap them to the side with this shock strap. Now let me move over to the reach-around pack. This pack is more feature heavy, and the main feature, its namesake actually, is the reach-around pocket. You can reach into this pocket on either side while the backpack is on your back. And that's the biggest feature here. That's the thing that makes it stand out the most, is that you can hike and get to all your stuff inside the mesh pocket without ever taking it off. So if you're someone who likes to hike for long stretches without stopping too often, if you're someone who needs to clock a lot of miles during your day, then this is the backpack for you because you never have to take it off unless you really need to stop for a break. Now, in addition to that, we also have a side zipper pocket here, a Cuban fiber zipper pocket that also uses a water-resistant zipper. So this pocket would be great for your cell phone or your wallet, anything that you don't want to fall out of the mesh, and you want extra secure underneath a zipper. This is good for probably light rainstorms up through medium rainstorms. I wouldn't keep any electronics in here without an extra layer of protection if there's heavy or extended downpours. Although, as I said, I did use the water-resistant zipper, so it should be relatively waterproof. Now let me move on to the Trapper Keeper pack. Now this pack here is for those who like to stay organized. It has 7 exterior pockets on this pack. First you have your 2 water bottle pockets, then you have a large mesh pocket below, and on the upper tier there's 1, 2, 3, 4 mesh pockets. Now this backpack is great if you want to keep an individual item or perhaps a class of items in each pocket. You might use one for your water filtration system, you might use another for your snacks. You can arrange it however you want. And just by looking at your pack, you know whether or not you have everything you need, whether you left something behind at your last rest stop. Now let me jump over here and talk about the balloon. Now, as I mentioned, the balloon is our most stripped down backpack that we've ever made. And as far as I'm aware, it's the lightest, fully seam-sealed Cuban fiber backpack on the market for ultralight packers. This backpack uses all clear DCF. That's a 1.43 ounce per square yard Dyneema composite fabric. And we also took some extra steps to reduce weight. For example, most backpacks use the hybrid DCF on the shoulder straps. As you can see here, this black stuff is the hybrid material. However, on these shoulder straps, we use the 1.43 ounce regular clear DCF. In addition to that, we also switched from a quarter inch mesh to an 1/8 inch mesh for the shoulder straps. So this helps reduce weight a lot on this pack. We maintained the 3 inch width, however, so you're still spreading that load across a wider part of your shoulder than most packs would. And when it all comes, oh yeah, one last feature on the balloon. On the bottom panel here, we attach shock straps. Similar to the Thru hiker pack, this uses the reflective shock cord. And even though this is a low volume pack, say you're carrying a closed cell foam pad, as a lot of lightweight backpackers do, you can put that bulky item right on the bottom here without taking up space in your pack. And add it all up, and this backpack is a remarkable 6 ounce backpack, only 6 ounces. An extra 1/4 ounce if you're going to use the sternum strap on that as well. But even if you do, 6 1/4 ounces is still a remarkable weight for a 35-liter backpack. Now lastly, I'm going to talk about the daytripper. Now the daytripper is our lowest volume pack, only 20 liters. 15 liters on the inside, 5 liters on the outside in these mesh pockets. It's the only backpack that we sell with no roll top. Rather than a roll top entry, we use a vertical zipper that starts all the way at the top of the pack and goes all the way down to the bottom. Now we have a double zipper setup here, so you can open it up down here at the bottom, or you can pull it all the way to the top and open it up at the top. Anywhere you want to get into this pack, whether it's the bottom, the middle, or the top, you can get into very easily. We use a large zipper, a number 5, and it's also a water-resistant zipper, similar to the side pocket over here on the reacharound. Now, this zipper isn't completely waterproof, but against short rainstorms, light rain, once again, you're not going to have to worry about water getting into your pack. One last feature on this backpack is the option to choose between the shock straps on the bottom, like you have on the balloon, or what we call a bottle pocket, which is a pocket on the bottom where you can keep 2 water bottles. You can't use the big 1-liter smart waters, but you can use traditional water bottles, or my preference is the 700 milliliter smart water bottles. Those fit fantastic. This one here has an example of that. As you can see, it's a 2-way stretchy pocket. So what you do is you put one water bottle going in one direction, the other going in the other direction, and then while you're hiking, very easy to pull those out of the bottom. Now moving on to weights. Starting over here, we have the lightest, working this direction, getting heavier and heavier. So the balloon pack, as I mentioned, is the lightest pack we have. It's for 6 ounces just for the bare bones backpack, not including the sternum strap, which is only an extra 1/4 ounce. All these numbers I'm giving are simply for the backpack and not including the sternum strap or the hip belt. At the end, I'll give you those weights so you can add them on and have an idea for what your ideal backpack may weigh. Now the Day Tripper pack, in the clear DCF, which is this material, our lightest material, this backpack weighs 6 3/4 ounces. When you use the hybrid material, as you see here, the white hybrid or the black hybrid, that goes up to 7.5 ounces. Not a big jump, still very light, although this material is a little bit more durable if you're looking for durability in your pack as opposed to extreme lightweightness. Over here we have our Thru Hikers pack. This pack, using the clear material, as you see here, is a mere 8 ounces. So a 45-liter backpacking backpack, and still only weighs 8 ounces. The hybrid that you see here is 9.75 ounces. Still a very respectable number. Now moving over to the reach-around pack, using the clear DCF, it's only 8 3/4 ounces. Only a little bit heavier than the Thru Hikers pack, but it does have a lot more features thrown on there. As you see it here, using the hybrid material, this pack weighs 10.75 ounces. Now the Trapper Keeper pack, the one on the end here, is our heaviest, using the clear material, still only 9 ounces. And as you see it with the hybrid here in this form, it's 11 ounces. Now I just want to talk a little bit about hip belt options. There's 2 options for these 3 backpacks. Of course, these 2 are hip belt free. So for these 3 backpacks, you can choose between a 1-inch webbing hip belt, which is detachable, take it on and off whenever you want, on any hike you want, versus number 2 option, which is the 4-inch padded hip belt. Now the padded hip belt also has a zipper pocket on the right-hand side with a double zipper, similarly to how we have on this side pocket here. So if you're planning on carrying heavier loads on a regular basis, you plan on carrying 18, 20 pounds, never less than that, I'd probably opt for the 4-inch padded belt because that really helps spread the weight out across your hips, and also that zipper pocket's real nice. I don't normally carry more than 16 or 18 pounds, often far less than that, especially in the summer, so I use the detachable hip belt. That way, if I'm carrying a light load, it's just a overnight or a weekend trip, I might leave the hip belt at home entirely and save the weight. So the 1-inch detachable hip belt is 1 ounce, and the padded hip belt is 2.5 ounces. So all those numbers I gave you before, choose which kind of hip belt you want and add that to the weight. Also, the sternum strap on all of these backpacks weighs 1/4 ounce. Not much at all, it's up to you if you want to wear it. I think it's a good addition to pretty much any backpack for almost any use. So I think that covers all the features on these backpacks. Thanks so much for following along, guys, and I hope to hear from you soon. Have a great day.
So many years we've tried.